the pinnacle of high-performance vision through a lens. It's clarity, no matter what angle you look at. It's comfort, no matter what you do all day, every day. And it's customized with every digital measurement your eyes require to see at their very best. Apex Digital Lenses by Value Optical, the ultimate lens design for your eyes. Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com. News from the Street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, natural disaster management teams on standby as flooding reported in South Trinidad. UNC takes legal action against guidelines used by the House Speaker. Internationally, Democrats propose billionaires' tax to pay for Biden's spending package. And now the news in detail. Residents along riverbanks and smaller watercourses are being advised to be on the alert as areas at threshold levels may become overwhelmed with additional rainfall today and overspill into surrounding areas. Natural disaster management responders are on standby to render assistance following reports of flooding in parts of South Trinidad. Also, the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government said in a preliminary update this morning that as of yet they've received no reports of flooding in the Sangre Grande or Mayaro, Rio Claro areas. However, several areas under the remit of the Penal, Debe regional corporations are affected. The corporation said water is slowly receding and assessments will commence once the water recedes today. The corporation said sandbag distribution is ongoing and dinghy and chainsaw operators are on standby. Meanwhile, Works and Transport Minister Rohan Sinanan has responded to accusations by the United National Congress on flooding in parts of South Trinidad, particularly the Tulsa Trace picnic site, which was scheduled for pump upgrades. The minister said the pumps scheduled to be installed at Tulsa Trace are in the country. However, the project has been delayed due to the pandemic. The United National Congress will be taking legal action against guidelines used by House Speaker Bridget Aniset George during last Thursday's motion to remove President Paula May Weeks from office. Speaking during the UNC's Monday night forum, leader of the party, Mrs. Kamna Persad-Bissessar, said the opposition will continue to defend the Constitution and the democratic principles of this country.
Motion and the vote last week was not just about winning a vote. It was doing our duty to the Constitution and to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. That is the oath of office that we took.
Mrs. Persad-Bissessar also revealed that she wrote to the Director of Public Prosecutions about a matter concerning the Attorney General Faris Al-Rawi.
Requests for an immediate investigation into the actions of the Attorney General and other high office holders for misbehavior in public office and conspiracy to commit the offense of misbehavior in public office by seeking to unlawfully interfere and influence the independent exercise of powers by the office of the DPP.
As part of its October revolution, Mrs. Persad-Bissessar said the opposition UNC will continue to engage in parliamentary action. International news, senior Democrats have laid out detailed plans for a new tax hitting about 700 American billionaires in an attempt to extract revenue from the ultra-wealthy to pay for Biden's $2 trillion flagship spending plan. Ron Wyden, the chair of the Senate Finance Committee, said on Wednesday the plan would apply to taxpayers with more than $100 million in annual income or more than $1 billion in assets for 3 consecutive years. We have this ABC report telling us more.
We begin in Washington with the breaking news on President Biden's investment plan. Just moments ago, Democrats unveiled a billionaire's tax to fund the deal. It targets the 10 richest Americans. It's already facing legal and political questions. Our congressional correspondent Rachel Scott is on Capitol Hill with the latest. Good morning, Rachel.
George, good morning. Democrats have been scrambling to find a way to pay for this nearly $2 trillion economic package. And this morning they say they will tax the rich to cover it, proposing a new billionaires tax. Now, this would target some of the nation's wealthiest Americans. We're talking about Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, who pay little in income tax. Here's how it would work. For the first time, Americans with more than $1 billion in assets or more than $100 million in income over 3 consecutive years will face a new tax. This would apply to increase value on their assets. So if a billionaire's $1 million investment in a stock doubled to $2 million, for example, they would be taxed on that $1 million gain, even if they've never cashed out on those earnings. And all experts say that this would apply to roughly 700 of the wealthiest people in the U.S. Now, another proposal would set a 15% minimum corporate tax rate on top companies like Amazon, who earn more than $1 billion in profits. That's already been endorsed by one key moderate holdout, Senator Kyrsten Sinema. But none of this comes without risk. Some have already questioned the constitutionality of that billionaire's tax, and any legal challenges here would severely undermine the president's promise that this would be completely paid for, George.
Right, and that comes if it passes. But the big question right now, is it enough to close the deal for the Democrats?
Yeah, well, the bottom line here, George, is they're simply running out of time. The president wanted a deal by tomorrow before he heads off to Europe on this foreign trip. Late last night, he invited those 2 key moderate holdouts, Senators Kyrsten Sinema and Senator Joe Manchin, over to the White House. But Democrats are still at odds over a few key issues, including expansion of Medicare and Medicaid and paid family leave, George.
And that was the 4 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines, natural disaster management teams on standby as flooding reported in South Trinidad. UNC takes legal action against guidelines used by the House Speaker. And internationally, Democrats propose billionaires' tax to pay for Biden's spending package. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Aisha Wells, she's up next.